This is an audio recording channeling Mahadeva, asking him what his thoughts are about humans who do rituals to demons in satanic rituals. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahadevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahadevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahadevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahadevaya. There is nothing wrong with this behavior as long as the individual is doing it in an honest desire to self-transform. This name, demon, evil spirit, this is a connotation, a name, a judgment given depending on the viewpoint of the observer. If someone is being accosted, damaged, abused, traumatized by a spirit, they are correct in labeling that spirit as evil. Evil is not limited to non-physical beings, but physical beings as well are evil when they are completely focused on instrumentalizing another, using another as sustenance, as food, using another in order to gain some kind of titillation at someone else's expense. That is evil. Evil is in the intent of the person who is acting. It is also true that for some people they can vacillate between being evil and being, quote, good. And there are some beings, both physical and non-physical, that are so empty and damaged that all of their behavior is predatory, which makes them evil in the eyes of those that they interact with. But for somebody who's doing a ritual, in their mind, in order to feel safe, they believe they are communicating with an earthly, evil, demonic spirit. But if you ask them, they will not describe these beings as being evil. They will describe them in such a way as to differentiate from what they truly believe is evil, which is the misunderstanding of the idea of God or supreme being. So people who worship so-called demons in an attempt to empower themselves and in an attempt to heal themselves, because that's what's really going on. They're attempting to heal their own damage from other narcissists that have abused them. Whenever they do this, if their main intent is to empower themselves, this is something that can be helpful. What will be most beneficial for them is to seek out some kind of counseling, some kind of therapy, some kind of life action that will help them to heal from their perceived abuse as children from authority figures, because that's what this is about. The worship of so-called demons is really an attempt to gain control over their continued unconscious experience of being damaged and controlled by authority figures. And since in popular religious culture the devil is a rebel against the authority of the supposed one true God, then these are people who are seeking to find their own individuation, their own freedom. And so that symbol of the rebellious, evil underworld spirit is something that gives them the feeling of gaining their own power. On an unconscious level, however, it is not going to end up doing what they wish in the long run, because on an unconscious level, what's really happening is that they are admitting that they are, in fact, ruled over by Jehovah, ruled over by the great parent in the sky. And that's what this is really about. It's a cry for attention. It is a cry for, please love me, mommy, please love me, daddy. And it's similar to the child who threatens to run away. And when they pack their belongings into a knapsack and walk out the door, the mother comes running out the door and says, come here, don't leave. This is what they're trying to achieve. They're trying to actually get the attention of the parent God and have that parent God love them. And they're trying to threaten to leave as the child. So what will be healing for them is to realize that they have unresolved attachments, desires, and pains associated with being loved by the parent. And if they can go beyond that and realize that what is meant for them is to become their own parent, their own God, then they can change and really become more mature in their spiritual progress. So, with that, I will leave you.